World Series of Bowling 15 comes to the original home of the World Series, Thunder Bowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. 108 players representing 16 countries will spend the next 2+ weeks trying to win one or more of 5 titles, including the 4th major of the season, the PBA World Championship. First, the PBA Roth Holman Doubles Championship.
It's one of my favorite tournaments of the year to get a chance to bowl with my best friend out here on tour. Just a unique event. 2 of the game's greatest, named after this. Mark Roth, may he rest in peace, and Marshall Holman, who just, like I said, 2 of the game's greatest. So to be able to bowl this event in their honor and try to win that title means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to him.
We just kind of work together, and we're on the same page everywhere we go. So no matter if we're eating for dinner or if we're going to bowl. So it's going to be a great day, and we're going to make some noise.
You probably have a little more confidence knowing that you've won it before, which obviously means you can do it again. But it's the same. New building, new patterns, I'm sure. I'm sure it's the same patterns, but feel different, so we'll see.
Hanrahan and Hoope are 22nd after 10 games of qualifying in their attempt to repeat as champions. Only 2 former championship teams are higher. Andrew Anderson and Chris Prather in 15th. And 2-time winners Jesper Svensson and Kyle Troop in 4th. Anthony Simonson, whose first title came in this event with Connor Pickford, is 5th with partner Dom Barrett. Two perfect games are bowled in round 1, but neither help either team get inside the top 10.
First PBA 300? Yes. Nice, way to go.
The top 3 teams at the end of the round are made of 6 players looking for their first PBA Tour titles.
They're bowling pretty good still.
They are bowling pretty good.
Yeah, they've matched up pretty well these first 5 games. It's fun to watch. I just wish you were us.
Even keel, just try to take it one shot at a time.
Yeah, just pretty much just went out to lunch, chilled out, kind of absorbed it all of what we did right and wrong, and then got to come out here and attack it some way differently, and hopefully we get the same success.
The round 1 leaders drop a bit after round 2, but still hold a solid position in 5th, entering the 16-team Baker match play.
Don't take him. What, just because I'm from West Virginia, you can't take me? Is that what it is? Jeez.
I think we can make him an honorary Swede. We can't do Dane. That's too good for him.
Wow, too good for me. First of all, I am wonderful, and you should be honored. I would be a Dane like you guys. They just got lucky,
Yeah, it was pure luck. It is what it is. Pure luck. We close our eyes and we shoot it down the lane. We see what happens.
They're gonna use their raw talent to will the pins down. Raw talent.
The real Danes continue their run of pure luck and/or raw talent and hold 3rd place entering match play. Another real Dane, Thomas Larsson, and his partner, the honorary Swede Brian Robinson, just missed the cut, finishing 22 pins back in 18th place.
just see what this block does, and then just make the adjustments and throw better shots.
Dombrowski leads all players individually through 2 rounds, and along with Roberts, lead all players as a tandem to take the lead into round-robin match play. Simonson and Barrett put together a good second round and moved from 5th to 2nd, but probably the most notable jump in round 2 is from 2021 champions Anderson and Prather, moving from 15th to 4th. Prather's 300 game is obviously a boon to their rise. The other 2 300 games bowled in round 2, one by Michael Martell and the other by Kevin McCune, aren't enough to get their teams into match play.
The past 2 years, I've gotten a lot of 9, and earlier I got a lot of 9. I was due for a block and strike.
Meanwhile, Sterner and Smallwood continue to lurk and hold 6th place going into match play. Just behind them are 2018 champions Bill O'Neill and Jason Belmonte, who rarely go away in this event. In 14th are Stu Williams and Francois Lavoie, whose confidence entering the round was
sky high, all-time high.
Even if
probably won't be around for an interview if we don't make it.
They made it, but did not do an interview.
We don't really know until we get into the heat of battle. No. That's why I roll with this guy.
He didn't know until today that he was bowling one pattern on this, so
Yes.
he's been prepared for both anyway.
Yeah, always.
I'm gonna stick. Well, we decided that I'm gonna stick with the pattern that I averaged 260 on, and he's gonna stick with the other one. So it was a pretty easy decision because he had a better look, especially later than I did.
I mean, he decided everything. He out-averaged me on both, so he's the horse today.
Considering I averaged about 112 on the long pattern last night, I'm gonna let my man take that one, and I'll just figure out this right lane. So, yeah, I think we're gonna ride with me on the short, him on the long.
I think if Jason had it his way, he would bowl in both lanes. I'm pretty sure. I think I'd probably rather sit in the back and watch him bowl in both lanes. But yeah, no, I got here early, so I threw some shots, try to iron out my swing. It was a little erratic yesterday, to say the least. So we're gonna try to get it together today and bowl some good games. I think I'm gonna bowl in the long pattern, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Feeling good, throwing it good. See if we can knock them all down.
What better way to start a recap of match play round 1 than with the way Dombrowski and Roberts started actual round 1? A Baker 300 for the leaders ensures a lot of people chasing them over the final 7 games of the block. 2 of those chasing tandems succeeded, leaving Roberts and Dombrowski in 3rd after the round. Sterner and Smallwood, quickly figuring out who would bowl where and bookending their block with 278s, launched themselves into 2nd place with 8 games to play. Ahead of them, the real Danes, proving we can't even jest about the pure luck as the raw talent vaults them to the top of the leaderboard. Bill O'Neill, as they do, steady themselves along and sit comfortably in 4th after round 1 of match play. Although it would have been higher if not for Sterner, who needed 2 strikes and count in the 10th frame of the final game of the round to take the 30 bonus pins.
Trying to get better at just committing to what I see and not getting ahead of myself. It's not easy to do, but getting better at it.
Other former champions, Troop Svensson and Anderson Prather, hold 6th and 7th, respectively. In fifth is a pair of highly touted youngsters in Eric Jones and Dio Bernard. The team of Simonson and Barrett drop all the way to ninth after the first round of Baker, but we'll spoil it now. We'll see more of them in the second round of Baker.
There's not a whole lot that you have to really do other than bowl a couple of big games, win your matches. That's what we struggled with early, was just winning matches. We only won 3. Kind of got us behind the bar a little bit, but I think we bowled pretty well the first set. Now we're kind of going to come back here a little bit angry and see if we can't take it out on the opponents and call it a day.
I brought in a different black hammer. He doesn't need a different game plan. He's pretty solid the whole way, but I need maybe a different shape.
It was that fun. Hopefully do the same thing we did this morning. We had a great block this morning. Had 2 bad games, but we still went 220 over. Won 5 matches, so hopefully do that again, and hopefully that's enough to get us on the show.
I have stuff 8, stuff 10, stuff 9, back to back to back. So let's get all those out of the way now.
We just heard from the teams that finish 11th, 12th, and 13th respectively, all of whom have to be feeling good going into the singles portion of the World Series.
We have nothing to lose, and we have all to win, so I mean, just to get here is amazing. Win the leads, I mean, that's amazing, but for right now, we don't think about it. We have 8 more games to go, one shot at a time, make as best shots as we can, try to win our matches and see how it goes.
The leaders start strong, but during a lull in which they bowl sub 200 in games 3 through 5, all the former doubles champions begin to emerge. Belmonte and O'Neill take the lead halfway through the round and enter position round as the tournament leaders, 40 pins ahead of Anderson and Prather. In third are Svensson and Troop, who will take on the surging Simonson and Barrett for positioning on the show. The all-important 5-6 match features Ankerdahl and Stampy holding 5th, and Sterner and Smallwood, who fell to 6th during the final round. That's it, right? Just those 6 teams vying for 5 spots? Everyone else bowling for exercise? Well, no. One and two flip.
It's honestly exhausting how hard we had to work. It felt like the first day and a half of bowling, there was no momentum. It was just like, you know, we'd throw a double or throw a turkey, and then it'd be 9-pin, 4-pin, wrap dime, and it was just like constantly just like trying to just trudge through, and just the persistence that we both had and the support that we had for each other just made it a little bit easier, and just giving each other that little bit of energy boost that we needed.
Last time we won doubles was in his home state. Now we're in mine, so maybe we're gonna, you know, turn it around.
3 and 4 flip. Five and 6 is tight. Sterner and Smallwood battle the Danes all the way to the end, with the assumption, for most of the game anyway, that the winner will earn the 5th seed. But then there's the defending champs. In 8th and trailing 5th by 62 pins, Hoope spares in the first. Then they do this. Smallwood and Sterner secure the win over the Danes, but this open frame in the 10th means Hanrahan's 10th can give his team a chance to defend.
Found ourselves pretty far out of that, so yeah, he just had a positive outlook on it, so we just threw 5 good shots each, and things kind of just went our way. You know, we got lucky there at the end. A few breaks went our way, and unfortunately for the other team, it didn't go their way, and here we are.
We knew we needed a huge game. The pressure started to build as the game went on, but we still just weren't sure. Again, like you said, we were so far back.
5 teams, 10 players, 9 of whom have won this event. Sunday, April 14th at noon Eastern Time on FS1. Subscribe to the PBA YouTube channel for more World Series of Bowling 15 Chronicles.